What's going on, guys? This is Ryan with RK Outpost and Neil Druckmann, Vice President of Naughty Dog Studios and the writer and director of The Last of Us Part 2, which is currently getting torn to shreds because it is so hated by gamers all around the world, has come out on Twitter to try to address some of the crazier accusations that have gone down. But he's being a little bit hyperbolic and dismissing a lot of actual problems. We're going to take a look at that, as well as Metacritic. There is some incredibly strange things going on with Metacritic. I've been tracking it the past couple of days, and people are not being allowed to leave negative reviews. I'm hearing this report over and over and over again, so we are going to take a look at it. But let's start with Neil Druckmann himself. He responds, and this is Alexandria, who works at Naughty Dog, and there was this thing that came out yesterday about the Naughty Dog devs forced to look at videos of human mutilation. She says, just out of curiosity, where did that line come from? Neil Druckmann retweets it. He says this: maybe the same source as you fight homophobic Christians, or that Anita worked on the game, or that Abby is trans, or that I was scanned and mocapped anything in the game, or that we paid for reviews, or I'm exhausted. So after a couple days, right, of Neil Druckmann not addressing any of these things, being overall positive and being kind of a troll towards The Last of Us Part 2 fans and critics alike, he comes out and says this. Now, it's true that there have been crazy accusations going down about everything that happened at Naughty Dog, but I want to be very clear about the things we talked about here on this channel. Now, it's true one of the early leaks did say you fight homophobic people. You fight a cult that's homophobic. Well, in actuality, maybe transphobic would be a better description, because you do indeed, and again, we are going to get into spoilers. Before I get into anything, I want to just say we are going to talk about spoilers here. If you don't want to be spoiled, don't continue to watch. But, you know, one of the things right here, the story of Lev, who is trans. Abby learns that Lev was cast out of the Seraphite cult because he cut his hair. At glance, it might not seem significant, but the game slowly reveals that Lev was born as Lily and was meant to be a bride for one of the Seraphite males. Having enemies taunt Lev by calling him Lily, so they dead-named a trans person. So maybe homophobic isn't quite the right word. Transphobic may be better. Again, minimizing that. Or that Anita worked on the game. That's his next accusation. We covered that here on this channel. I talked about how Anita influenced The Last of Part 2. Now, there are a couple people out there that said, oh, Anita helped with the game. Come on, we never said that. What we said was that Anita inspired Neil Druckmann, was that she was an inspiration for the things that happened. And indeed, Anita even came to the studio. I addressed that right here when Evan Hill, this is my video from May 17th. Evan Hill, my brain melted when they dragged her back out. She visited us once like 4+ years ago. That was confirmation that Anita did indeed go to Naughty Dog Studios. Influencing and working on a game are two completely different things. There's no doubt that Anita Sarkeesian did influence Neil Druckmann. He admitted so himself.
You can't argue with just the pattern that you see in the industry. So I was really intrigued by this. The videos for the video games hadn't come out yet, but I watched the rest of Anita's videos, and I realized it's not just a problem in games, it's actually throughout entertainment. So I wanted to learn more about it on my own, so I started reading some of these books. So while working on The Last of Us, I had this secret agenda that's becoming less and less secret the more I talk about this stuff.
But Neil is trying to spin things like so many of us are saying that she worked on the game, or that Abby is trans. Now, you can go through nearly all of my videos where I discussed the allegations of Abby being trans, and all the time I said, listen, there's no confirmation of this. She just looks incredibly desexualized and incredibly manly. And then I would go talking about how Lev was going to be trans. Right here on this channel, we were right all along. Neil Druckmann trying to minimize this. Or that I was scanned and mocapped anything in the game. Now, to go back to this one, we have to talk about this. There were people alleging that Neil Druckmann was scanned and motion captured. You can look back at my videos where I say there is no proof of this. This is just a crazy rumor going around. There's no proof that he was motion captured, but that it did indeed look very much like him. Now, that has been said that did not happen. That was a different actor who played the character of Manny. And that's fine. Again, I never alleged that happened. or that we paid for reviews. That's the last thing that he said, that he tries to minimize. Well, indeed, again, as we covered on this channel, K-Wing Reviews, who did leave a comment, he reached back out to try to clarify something that he said here, and I will do that clarification. He said this: The Last of Us 2 is a terrible game. Anyone says different is selling something. I was offered early access. I said no, because if I said it was a bad game, we'd be blacklisted. Now, he did go to clarify that he meant to say we would probably be blacklisted, not that he knew for sure. This is what people mean when they're talking about the reviews not being accurate. That people are afraid to lose their access. They're afraid of being blacklisted, not that they actually paid for reviews. And Neil Druckmann knows that. What he's trying to do here is dismiss all of the valid criticisms about this game. And what are those criticisms, right? People are upset about a variety of things, but the main thing is the story and the fact that they hate Abby, that she is not made to be sympathetic, that you hate her. They hate what they did to Joel, and they can't get over it. And they're mad that Neil Druckmann and Naughty Dog made this about Joel. Let's just see what Neil Druckmann said. Listen to what he said so many years ago and why people feel cheated.
No one loves these characters more than we do, and we would not do this if we didn't feel like we had the right idea. And the part two is really kind of doubling down on that, to say we believe in this so much. We're not trying to avoid it, and like I've played with so many of the ideas that had different characters, and it never felt right. The Last of Us is about these two characters specifically.
Meaning Joel and Ellie, and of course there's where he spits on, not Neil Druckmann, but where the character of Manny spits on the character of Joel after Joel has been killed. Right, so that is why people are so upset about this. And they want to go leave reviews. Like I said, you can see that the user score has continued to increase, nearly 60,000 ratings now, but the positive ones have really ticked up, while the negative ones have barely moved at all. Very strange, isn't it? Well, like I said, I have been doing some looking, and look at some of the comments I have here on my channel. Yeah, man, it's not letting me leave my review either. I've tried multiple times on my phone, even used 2 different browsers. Gonna try my PC next. Right here, confirmed, I cannot post a negative review on Metacritic. This is outrageous. How can these effers get away with this? And if you feel the way that he does, I would implore you to check the pinned comment below for your F Naughty Dog shirt. This guy, let's see, or this female, I'm sorry. Hey Ryan, I tried all weekend long to leave a review on Metacritic, and guess what? The site won't let me. BS. Everything around this single-minded game has been and is BS. Yes, I've tried to leave 5 different reviews, and 10 seconds or so after clicking, the website says there was an error. Let's see, they're injecting a lot of 10s and 9s into user reviews to slowly raise the score. Added over 18K positive reviews in 2 days. They're also blocking negative ones since I can't post mine. They raised the score to 4 now. I expect it to keep going. Exactly, that's exactly what they have done. It's true, they won't let us leave a bad review. To this day, I haven't been able to post my review on Metacritic. I was going for a 2 of 10. I can confirm that Metacritic is not allowing me to post my 0 out of 10 review. I've been trying multiple times since yesterday to post it, and they won't let me. Right here. Okay, so my review will not post on Metacritic, so I'm doing the same as the other person who had the same problem. My review on Metacritic won't post. I gave it a 4 out of 10. I couldn't leave a review when I tried yesterday, so I believe it. All of these people are having problems. If this is just my comment section, me with 15,000, 16,000 subscribers, imagine how many people are actually having this problem. Just think about that. So it can't just be isolated to a couple people. It has to be a huge problem, and I think that shows. What is going on at Metacritic? Why are they doing this? This is making a lot of people question what is going on. Now, listen, we know that obviously there can't be this many actual reviews of this. It wouldn't quite line up. But there is no doubt that there are fake positive reviews in the same way that there are fake negative reviews. It's undoubtable. But all in all, when you look at how many people are upset about this game, when you look at people that are streaming it, people that are reviewing it on YouTube, it's not lining up with what the critics say. It's falling much more in line with what we have all been saying all along, that this story is garbage, that they do a disservice to Joel, and it was false advertising for them to try to sell us on a game that Joel was in. Instead, when you play 60% of the game as Abby. And I actually did. I wanted to check one more thing, because I think PewDiePie has one of the best reactions. PewDiePie, when he realized he has to play 10 hours as Abby. Look at this.
10 hours of Abby? 10?
Mel's pregnant.
Wait, what? Is that real?
PewDiePie, who doesn't know that after Joel is killed 2 hours into the game, and he was pretty devastated by that, and he wanted to kill Abby, now he's going to have to play 10 hours as Abby. And guess what? From what everyone's saying, they don't make her sympathetic. Let's continue to watch.
No joke, 10 hours with this character.
Yeah. Look at him, he's stunned.
Yes, it's real. Yes. You're gonna play the next 10 hour.
Quit to main menu. Delete. I faked everybody out a little bit. But yeah, that's everyone's problem with the game. Listen, is the agenda a part of the thing? Yes, it definitely is. Do people have a problem with maybe having so much agenda pushed in their face? For sure. But by and large, the biggest majority of people hate this for the story. And that's what these people refuse to accept. But let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching, everyone. And a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.